this part of the show, we're giving saying a prayer for. Not joking. No, but really, like this part of the show, we talking about Diddy. Like, I wanted to. It's just every trending on social media right now. Trending on every site. I mean, CNN, Fox, everywhere. Diddy, Diddy. Did he do it? Did he not? Did, I'm saying we got to be very careful since we on YouTube with certain words that and certain words that we say
allegedly.
Too. Yeah, we can't say gotta say actual adult or whatever. You know, gotta change these words up. But yeah, so this is how I feel, and I don't know because I see a lot of dudes like defending them, like a lot, like because I post all day about stuff that's going on, and you probably know Marlon Martin. So Marlon was like nobody's defending him at this point if they show the Cassie tape, but because I posted my stories, different stuff, I be seeing a lot of dudes defending him, and it's kind of like because I think that we have a certain type of males in the black community
worship money.
They worship money. They're not really raised by men. They're raised by the idea of what a real man is, but they didn't have like good fathers or somebody that was around.
Did he have a father?
Or
father died.
His father died. His
father
died.
He didn't have
so it's kind of like I just think like a lot of dudes like, and they don't respect women either. They like ussy, but they don't like women. They think women are something like that are.
Well, he clearly liked.
Yeah, that too. But
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. But I'm
I
just
didn't say nothing.
But we already know.
Hey,
you said my baby oil, right?
I'm just saying allegedly.
Yeah. Like, I didn't even say it. I didn't finish my sentence.
He was very worldly. You know what I'm saying? He was a very worldly man. But I just think a lot of dudes like they still don't see, because they're saying, I see a lot of people are saying like, well, you can't be how you gonna try to take somebody to jail for being nasty? That's not what the charges are really about. That's just a caveat. That's just a top of everything. I think the charges is really about the sex trafficking and what what's supposed to say word, the trafficking.
Just say trafficking.
Yeah, the trafficking and everything else that was going on, and the racketeering, like having this business that was like supposed to be something else, but there was something else going on behind the scenes. I mean, he's not being charged for the abuse for hitting Cassie. You know what I'm saying? But that's just to show the
judge didn't bring it up.
Yeah, the judge, because that's to show the character of the person that you're actually dealing with. The reason why he's not getting bail is because he might skip town, and a lot of witnesses are scared of him too.
Yeah, I don't think it's because he'll skip town, because he moved to New York, and I guess he said he would only be in New York and Miami. His family, everybody gave up their passports. I think it's more of honestly, I think that is more of you think you're above everything, so we're going to show you who is boss. You are not the boss. Right. We don't keep your $50 million or whatever. You're going to need it for something else. But all the things that he tried to do is what led him to where he is now, because he's always been able to get off. He's always been able to buy his way out. He's always been able to do those things.
And scare people too.
Exactly. And what is that called? Witness tampering? I don't know. Like, I have no idea. But either way.
Witness intimidation.
Yeah. So, yeah. He got to stay in there.
Mm-hmm. How you feel about it?
Just like I said, I'm not going to say everybody, but in our community, we have an issue with worshiping money and worshiping celebrities. Because anytime like a situation like this comes out, it's like everybody always want to defend them, but let somebody just in our community do it. We already assume they are guilty. You know, we don't give them the same benefit of the doubt as we give these celebrities and entertainers.
And they do way more.
And they do way more. Like, you could see a story that could come out locally, and, you know, nobody bats an eye about this person being, you know, guilty or not guilty. They just assume they're guilty.
They do, because when you go into the comments underneath it, like you go on the Cleveland Remembrance page, you know, everybody hate everybody that they see have done something.
But then
don't know that person, don't know the situation.
Yeah, but as soon as it's a celebrity, we give them the benefit of it.
Yeah, it's just like, and it's crazy because this is what I said the other day. Like, this is why I don't really want to argue the whole Diddy point or the whole like what's going on with that, because I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, just like R. Kelly, these are people that I've been hearing about stuff they've done since I was a child.
Yeah.
And I'm in my 40s. So it's kind of like, how do I defend that? It's like, I'm just going to sit this one out. Yeah. I'm saying I'm not going to make it a black issue, because I see a lot of that too, that like a black man. Oh, it's so much of that, like the black man.
Or hip-hop.
Or hip-hop.
The man, he was like, this don't have nothing to do with
hip-hop. This have to do with a bad person.
Yeah.
Because he started talking about Harvey Weinstein, and he started talking about Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, and Epstein, and just like a lot of other
people. They did say on Suicide Watch.
Well, of course.
But is that like formality, or?
I think it is.
I think it's a formality.
Yeah, because they would have said if he said he was going to office.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's just like you said, it's just people, especially other famous people, are coming out talking about bringing up race. This has nothing to do with race.
You're gonna make people mad. You're gonna make people mad by saying that.
I don't care, because the reason I don't think
it's race related.
Oh, do you know how many people? Y'all don't.
That's okay if other people think that, but
it's weird to me that they do.
Yeah, but the reason why I don't care is because, like, I volunteered in the community. I've sat in rooms and volunteered with women that were, abused, and I've actually heard stories of what actually happened. Until people sit in these rooms to actually talk to people that's been victims of this type of stuff, I don't really care what they got to say. But it don't have nothing to do with race. It's about what we have to do to better our community and be better individuals. We should hold ourselves more accountable than anybody. I don't care about. I mean, nothing against, like, I don't want to try to make this a race thing, but I don't really care about what goes on in other races. This is about what we need to do. We need to start, being better individuals and policing ourselves and respecting one another as human beings, because money doesn't make you above every. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I used to have a friend. True story. I used to have a friend that put his hands on his girlfriend. Boop boop bop bop, knocked her out, and I was talking to him about how terrible that is, and I was like, I never put my hands on. And he said, everybody put their hands.
No, that's not. No.
He said, I know your father. I have never seen. I grew up.
Abuse is a cycle, and so this is the thing. He saw his mother or whoever, and people like that really think that is a normal.
Yeah.
They really think that. And I feel so bad for people like that.
And when
I didn't grow up in
when he was talking about it, it was just like this. First of all, we can't be cool no more. Second of all, that makes absolute. He was like, your father would go in the room and beat your mother. I wouldn't know. The kids always the first people to know. The kids would know. They know first.
He's like, your mama was getting beat up silently. Like, no, she was not.
And I could attest to that too. I'm 44 years old. I have never put my hands on a woman. I have never called a woman out her name to her. I'm just in my head, but to her face, I've never. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it is possible. Like the situation with me and my son's mother, we have a good co-parenting relationship. We don't argue in front of our son. I don't yell. I don't disrespect my son's mother in front of him or whatever. So it can be done. So I don't understand why people think like it's so hard and it's just like it just can't be done. I just think we have a problem with just worshiping money, and we worship these celebrities. We put them up on a pedestal, and it's just, they're just as bad as some of the people that's walking the streets with us.
Yeah.
No, they're actually worse.
Yeah, to actually
worse. Because they have more money to be worse. Mm-hmm. They have more power to be worse because I don't think Diddy, he's a monster created by what he sees, what he's seen when he's a child, and pretty much what he see in the industry, like how much power he got after he became an adult and after he became powerful in the industry. Mm-hmm. So that power adds to whatever childhood trauma he has. It created this monster. I don't think he's always been like that. Like most people are not. People are not born bad.
Yeah, and
experiences make you bad.
And even if you not even just talking about this, listen to all the stories about how he cheated artists out their money. How he supposedly put a hit out on Tupac. You know what I'm saying? So there's always been this type of snakish.
Even if he put a
snakish
that's
activity.
So weird. You know what? Because I told you I'm like into the culture. Mm-hmm. Tupac's death had nothing to do with that. He got into a fight. Everybody know who killed Tupac. That's literally it just was. He got into a fight.
He got into
a fight.
We talk about that off camera.
He got into a fight.
We talk about that off camera.
Yeah.
he got into a fight, he whooped dude or jumped dude, and he got killed. Like, that's what happened. Everybody in LA knows that. That's what happened. It was not Diddy that did that.
Look,
now,
he worshipped his
done.
Pac.
That's okay. So if you worship him, you should know that they don't. East Coast don't have nothing to do with him getting killed. That he was in a fight and that he jumped the dude.
He looked at me like she ain't coming back. He worshipped Pac.
No,
I said Pac a gimmick one day, and he almost kicked me out.
I'm not saying anything bad about Pac. What I'm
no,
saying
I don't think that's a bad
Diddy
thing.
did not. The East Coast had nothing to do. People, that's a huge misconception. That just because of around the timing, but that's not what happened. Everybody on the West Coast and everybody over there knows that Pac jumped whoever killed him, and they came back and got killed.
The same Crips that shot him was the ones Diddy employed when he went to California.
Look, see, there you go.
I don't know about all that.
Here we go. Because
if that was the case, he should have been able to save Biggie.
He looked at me like she was doing a good job up to now.
Biggie.
This is Pac's number one fan.
You can. That's fine. I'm not saying nothing about Pac. All I'm saying is that Diddy ain't had nothing to do with Pac.
Pac was a great artist. Pac was phenomenal, but he still was a gimmick.
Talking about Diddy.
Well, you turned it into Pac, so Pac was a gimmick.
I just put that in there.
Okay, well, yeah.
And then I had to say what it was.
Yeah, well, I think.
I think you talk about Tupac.
Well, I need you to know what it was, and it ain't had nothing to do with Puffy. Now he got a lot to do with a lot of stuff, like wwhat's his name, car getting blown up.
Yeah, Kid Cudi.
He did that.
That's obvious. Kid Cudi car. Because Kid Cudi said...
How did you not know that?
Kid Cudi said he told Kid Cudi, I'm going to blow your car up, and the car ended up blowing up.
Where you been?
I don't listen to Kid Cudi.
Neither do I, but we knew that.
Yeah. And it's in the court docs.
Wow.
It's in the court docs. I'm surprised. What's her name? Aubrey O'Day had been.
Oh, she probably is having a cracking up.
Yeah, she probably
because she been open about this for a long time. When nobody listening to her.
But didn't they get the text messages that he sent Cassie after that situation happened?
Yeah, and then they got other text messages that he sent other people too.
And that's what like with me volunteering in the community, you hear like when you sit in these focus groups and you hear talk to people as victims like that. Those are the type of things abusers do. They try to make the victim. They try to make the victim feel sorry for
them.
They're
gaslighting.
Gaslighting. And then they love bomb them when they come back. They bomb them upside their head after that. It's crazy. I was watching because I work from home. I'm just be able to watch stuff on TV. I was watching Pop the Balloon Challenge, and this one contestant, she gonna say, I like to be love bombed. Everybody stop. This one dude gonna say,
pop their balloons.
Yeah, the one dude gonna say, do you know what that means? It's like she likes to get beat on, pretty much, because love bombing is a bad thing. It's what narcissists do. They love bomb you. And then they
gonna tell you they love you after week one and just all that weird stuff. They're gonna do the most.
Yeah, and we left that door open. Sorry about that.
But I'm like, I saw it, but it got in my face.
We left that door open. I should have closed it. But I just think that as far as with Diddy, I think that he's going to. I'm just waiting to see what happens.
Yeah,
and I don't think that. I think he's gonna do at least 15 years. I don't know if he's gonna get life, but I don't think that because I see a lot of people like he's gonna be free. He's not gonna be free. Yeah, no.
I mean, my thing is
97% conviction rate for the FBI is not. This doesn't look like a man gonna be free. Yeah. This is like one of the most powerful billionaires in the country. They're not gonna just pick you up because you had a jaywalking ticket.
Yeah, but this is my thing. Is like if you can have sympathy for him and you feel like
I have sympathy for his family.
Well, if you have sympathy for him and you feel like they're doing this because he's a black man, he's a successful black man. Let somebody like that do something to your family and see if you feel the same way.
Yeah, you're right.
So.
All right, so so any last words about Diddy?
No.
All right.